following film contains graphic violence and material that may not be suitable for younger viewers. Parental discretion is advised.
Watch. Terrific! It's supposed to take 3 hours.
It's gonna be terrible!
Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Prodigy here, and give me a second while I fix my button.
Hurry the fuck up!
Alright, guys, today, for this episode of Saturday Night Horror Theater, we're gonna review The Prodigy. Alright, guys, this is actually gonna be one of my new movie reviews, so for all my new movie reviews, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the motherfucking point. Alright guys, The Prodigy stars Orange is the New Black actress Taylor Schilling, aka Piper Chapman, aka her character is a character I hate the fucking most on Orange is the New Black, but I'm not going to get into that here. That's whatever. And it also stars this wonderful child actor right here.
Way. Everything around you.
And that's pretty much who the movie centers around. I'm not really going to get into the supporting cast because, yeah, they do matter to the film, but it's really about Taylor Schilling's character and Miles, this child actor, Miles. Well, his name's Miles in the film. Alright, The Prodigy follows Taylor Schilling. She plays a mother to a child named Miles who is a kind of a genius. He's like a kid genius. He is showing potential to be really smart, and he goes to all these different sort of like genius schools, and they just show that he is like really advanced for his age. Well, one day, Miles, he starts to kind of change his personality, and he starts to kind of act a little different, you know, than he normally acts, and his mom, Taylor Schilling, she starts to notice that Miles is eating different food. He's kind of, you know, getting this blank, weird stare to her, and he's starting to have these violent outbursts and stuff like that, and that's pretty much where the film takes off. From there, you kind of are starting to explore like what's going on with Miles. Why is Miles acting this way? And I have to say the film does a good job of setting it up and showing you why he's acting this way and what's kind of going on. The film does a lot of showing rather than telling, and I really like that in a film, especially a horror film. That's one thing I feel like horror films do a lot, is they want to give you all this exposition and tell you like, oh, this huge fucking lore, instead of just showing it to you when we'd rather fucking see it, right? That's why we're watching the movie. We'd rather see it than read the fucking book, so just show it to us. So this movie just fucking shows it to us. So for that, I gotta give this movie a round of applause. Good job, Prodigy. Good fucking job. Another thing that this film does really well is it doesn't do that stupid modern horror thing where like it plays like that music before something scary happens. I fucking hate that, and I feel like playing that music only clues in the audience as to something scary is going to happen, and it kind of, you know, fucks up all the immersion and shit like that. And this film, it doesn't do that. It kind of just, something just happens, you know, when something scary happens, it just fucking happens, and for that, it kind of gives you like a little bit of a, like, jolt, like, oh shit, like, did I actually get kind of scared? I will say, like, this film, it's not terrifying by any means, but it is a really competent horror film that it could have been, you know, really fucking stupid and terrible. That's the risk you take whenever you have a child-centric horror film, and this film, it really did well with the child horror aspect, and that's really due to this dude right here. The Miles character, or the child actor portraying Miles in this film, is a really good actor. I mean, he really pulls off the whole evil, sinister little fucking asshole. He plays that part really fucking good, and oddly, you kind of like to see him do bad shit, you know? It kind of reminds me of watching like The Problem Child or like The Omen. It's just like good horror fun. This film also
Today, Junior?
it's a slow burn. Like, it's not in your face. He's not fucking Chucky. He's not running around fucking killing people and being like, heh, see you later. Like, he's not like that, you know. It's more serious than that. And I kind of like that. This film has a serious tone, but it's also not so serious where it's like, you know, eating its own fucking ass and like, look how serious an adult we are. It still knows it's a horror film, and it still has fun with the idea of this being a more or less child that's possessed by something. But then again, I don't want to use the word possessed because the film kind of goes out of its way to say, no, Miles is not possessed. There's something else going on. I don't want to say what else is going on because I feel like that's kind of verging into spoiler territory. So I'll just say he's not possessed in the film. This isn't a possession film. One thing, however, that this film does that is kind of, I wish they did a little bit better was the killing aspect. I wanted to kind of see Miles do a little bit of more of a little bit more killing. I wanted him to have a little bit more of a body count. Yeah, he gets a couple of stabs in there, but I kind of wanted him to up the ante a little bit. But then again, I feel like if they would have done that, then it kind of would have verged into like Chucky territory, and it would have been a little bit too campy. So I guess for what they did and what they were trying to do, that was fine. In summary, guys, I'm going to give this film a 6.5 out of 10. It was a very well-made, competent horror film, and it was a very enjoyable film, but it wasn't something that it's gonna like drive audiences to go see, and I really don't know how well this film will really do at the box office. However, like I said, I found it really entertaining, and I thought it was a really good, competent horror film. But again, it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's just, it's pretty good. It also ends on a kind of like a sequel note, which for this film, I can kind of see a sequel. I can see them kind of building like 2 more films around this character, you know, kind of having him go with this other family, because spoilers, that's what happens. He goes with another family at the end of the movie. Stop talking! I'm sorry, that was super fucking spoilers. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up right there, because I feel like I'm gonna get into spoiler territory, and nobody wants to get into spoiler territory. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a 6.5 out of 10, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.